England to sign the Magna Carta. Well, the Pope immediately declared the Magna Carta null and void. And King John, by the way, a few years prior had given England to the Pope. So England was not King John's to give away to these barons, these noblemen, forcing at sword point the Magna Carta upon King John. And here, there you go. It's a document signed under duress, and even today we know a document signed under duress is not a legal document. So the Magna Carta was worthless. Basically, folks, here it is in a nutshell. I hope I can get it down to that. Folks, the common man, you have no rights except for those that Jesus Christ gave you as a saved soul, but He liberated your soul if you will take the sacrifice, take the opportunity He gave you. But your body is not going to have any actual rights until Jesus Christ returns and rules the earth with a rod of iron. Until then, everything you have that you think are rights, they are actually privileges. And that we're in slavery. We always have been. And it's remarkable that even people who get it, even people who are very close to me, who know that everything's a fraud around us, the whole world lies in a strong delusion that because of our sinful ways, God has given us over unto. And Satan loves deceiving the whole world, and Revelation tells us that. He's got the whole world deluded, does Satan. And everything on your mainstream news, flip it upside down if you want the truth. 9/11 was a fraud. The Oklahoma City bombings was a fraud. Korean airline 007 that was shot down in Russia was a fraud. Nothing TWA 800 that was shot down off the coast of New Jersey, that was a fraud. Pearl Harbor, the Lusitania, the explosion of the Maine, the Gulf of Tonkin, on and on and on. The stock market crash, the Federal Reserve. Even people who know that all of those are frauds, and the truth is almost completely reverse what mainstream news tells us, even those who get it and are Christian, even those, and they've been guests on my show, really, except for Viz, they all still will hearken back occasionally to this Constitution as being somehow a fount of liberty for Americans, and they don't know that it's completely faulty. They should know better, basically, is what I'm trying to say, because the Constitution, you're still dealing there with man's law. It's weird. The propaganda you're fed in school about the founding fathers, the framers of the Constitution, it's like people who really get it, and already you're in rarefied company if you get it and you understand that history is a fraud. And then, if you understand that the Bible, that God's Word is true, the real God's Word. I mean, aren't very many people who do that, but once you get to that point, it's weird. Even those people will still latch on. They'll say, yeah, all history's been a fraud, basically. And the only thing we can trust is God's true Word. However, there was this one time in history, this one completely atypical time, when you had a few honorable lawyers get together in colonial America and write this wonderful document to set mankind free. That was the one time when mankind became noble. The one time when lawyers became noble. That was it, the one time. And come on. Doesn't that right there, the picture I just painted, all of mankind's history, all of mankind's laws, it's all about tyranny, and prophets is what it's really all about. Prophets. But there was this one time when that didn't apply. The the U.S. Revolution, the Revolutionary War, and the Constitution and Declaration of Independence. That was the one time where mankind became noble. Stop and think about that. Would the Lord really allow that to happen? Allow there to be one time in history where elitist humans suddenly became not elitists and became truthful and told the truth and weren't about profits and wanted to rule a country not about profits. They weren't driven just by profits. They wanted to be truthful as God's Word is truthful. Do you think God would really allow that to happen? No. All of mankind's history. In the Constitution, it set up a Calvinist republic. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. How many times does it mention Jesus Christ in the document? 0. Okay, how many times does the Declaration of Independence mention Jesus Christ? 0. Okay, but it mentions God and Lord. Well, gee, the founding framers were mostly Freemasons, and the Freemasons have their God and Lord, who is actually the ancient Baal deity, and they now call him the great architect of the universe. But it's no different than ancient Bel or Baal worship. It's just amazing. It's so frustrating. Well, anyway, that's why, belatedly, I'm telling you, I'm finally getting to the point. This is why I have to read